Carlton on TV, Aracom UK. Talk to me about that, because what a moment for you. I know that this season, especially lately, hasn't been your usual kind of Carlton experience. So for that to happen off the bench, that finish, that result, that's got to be a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a good record here actually. I've scored 3 of my last 3 away at Sheffield, so personally I'm quite happy with that. You know, the gaffers know I'm desperate to play. But to be fair, like, the lads who kept me out the side have done a brilliant job. Like, each and every one of them in every position that everyone's played been phenomenal. So, you know, I can't really complain too much, and you know, that's the way football is, and that's absolutely fine. So, you know, we've said before a game, can't afford to drop too many more points in games that we're dominating. And I thought, you know, we could have had 3 or 4 at half time, and to be fair, they've scored a good goal. It's a great finish. We've gone behind and we've had to do it the hard way, as has been all season really. So look, it's 3 points, don't get too ahead of ourselves. We've got another game Saturday. We've got to start getting on a roll now if we're gonna do anything this season really.
Well, this could be the beginning of you on a roll, but let's just touch on that, because like you say, there are lads keeping you on the side, and to an extent that's a good thing.
It is, yeah.
But we've done this before, we've spoken many a time. It's got to be tough set on the sidelines. How's that mental for you to swap up from that, being in the team every week, to having to take a moment?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I've probably had tough 18 months with injuries. Like, it's not been easy. You know, last season I probably played more than I should have, really, in terms of the season. I wasn't really in great shape, wasn't fit, but you know, Gaffers put me in and played me almost every week, and you know, can't really complain too much. And this season, you know, I've had a couple of little niggles here or there, but I've been trying to get back fit, finally back fit, and now I'm just knocking on the door really for the last, you know, couple of months of the season. We've got a fair few games. I think we've got 13 left, 14, whatever it is. So it's not about me getting game time. It's about 3 points, and I'm happy if we get 3 points and I play 90 minutes, and I'm happy if we get 3 points and play 1 minute. As long as the team, you know, perform, what more can you ask for? And you know, the gaffer's got a tough decision every week now. You know, look at the strength of the bench. It's not me. You've got Niall, Hilton, Greg, Loz. You've got young hungry striker from Notts County, Diego, come in. You know, it's a really, really solid squad.
I think there's a lot about that, isn't there? And how's the unity in the dressing room? Because you don't seem downbeat about being out the squad, which is a phenomenal thing to like feel. Because most people would have a bit of bitterness and that, and to talk so passionately still about the squad, that's about unity, and that must be huge in this squad.
You know, it's a weird one. You know, my friends and family would probably say I've been quite the opposite. And but like, it's not, when you come here and you read the team, you're not in the team. It's not about moping around. You know, the lads are still going to go and get 3 points, and thankfully today I've got on the pitch, got into the right position, and put one in the top corner. So, you know, I can't say fairer than that. And look, I'm going to keep knocking on the door, and hopefully my personal achievement is going to be trying to get back in the side for the end of the season. And as a club, we're hoping to pick as many points up between now and the end of the season, and it starts again today with 3 points.
One thing before I let you go, because obviously end of the game, enjoy that winner, but one thing we're doing for the rest of the season is obviously acknowledging players that have had, you know, a sizable amount of time here, and all that. For you, obviously, we've been on this merry-go-round many a time, interviewing you after games and that. And it is a different mix, because we've got players that have played like a lot of games for the club, and equally all these new lads that are in and that have really improved in terms of what we've achieved. How's that mix for you? And equally, like, all these lads like yourself who are being acknowledged for their time at the club. That's nice, right?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, it's a it's a weird feeling in a way, because I was always the young lad when I first started, and you kind of flies under the radar that maybe you're not the young lad anymore. And you know, you've got a great bunch of young lads coming through. You know, a lot of them getting game time elsewhere at the moment, but you know, they're kind of the next step. And we've got a number of, like, you know, Brownie's doing his 200th tonight, and it's brilliant. And people who don't really follow non-league will say, oh, that's non-league football, but 200 games at non-league needs to be recognised, because it's a hell of an achievement to play 200 games at Step 4 as it is, never mind at one club. So, you know, we've got quite a few lads now who are knocking on the door of 100, some probably nearly at the 150 mark, and you can't say fairer than that. It's a real sign of, you know, what it's kind of built over the last, especially the last 4 or 5 years with Tommy and Mark. You know, lads want to be here. We've got a good core group. Everyone likes to engage with everyone around the club, whether it's supporters, coaching staff, you know, just everyone around. And I think it's a good thing. And the most positive thing you can say is you've got lads who have got a lot of appearance and they're still in the low 20s.
Yeah,
they're only 23, 24, and they've got so much more to go and so much more to give. And you think, well, it's a sign of the way the club's gone in the last few years. So happy days.
Well, I'm never going to accuse you of being in the old club.
Wow.
That was never the intention. But congratulations on today's goal. You deserve it after the time with the club. You deserve it off the back of injury. And honestly, mate, congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.